Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
The First 90 Days, Proven Strategies for Getting Up to Speed Faster and Smarter, by Michael D. Watkins. Read by Grover Gardner. Dedication to Aidan, Maeve, and Neil, my beautiful children, M.W. Preface for the 10th Anniversary Edition. What a difference a decade makes. When I set out to write the first 90 days in 2001, little was out there about getting up to speed in new roles or onboarding new hires, hereafter leadership transitions. At the time, I was teaching negotiation and corporate diplomacy at Harvard Business School. Although I had co-authored a modestly successful book on senior executive transitions in 1999, Right from the Start with Dan Champa, I'd been counseled by my colleagues at HBS that it was a risky career move to focus further on the subject. While I appreciated their advice, in the end I decided to push forward to write the book. Leadership transitions were just too interesting and ripe for study. It was virtually an untilled field from both intellectual and practical points of view. Also, in late 1999, soon after the publication of Right from the Start, I'd been asked by Johnson & Johnson's Corporate Management Development Group to develop workshops and coaching processes to accelerate the company's leaders in transition. This work soon evolved into an engaging development partnership, and J&J became a testbed for the development and deployment of my ideas. The first 90 days was a distillation of what I had learned during roughly 2.5 years of working with hundreds of leaders at the vice president and director levels in all regions of the world. The book built on some foundational ideas developed in Right from the Start. For example, the importance of accelerating learning, securing early wins, and creating alliances. However, the ideas had been augmented, tested, modified, and turned into practical frameworks and tools for helping leaders at all levels accelerate their transitions. It was that distillation, the mix of concepts, tools, cases, and practical advice, that really hit the mark with leaders in transition. I had the wonderful experience of seeing sales of the first 90 days, which was published in November 2003, take off like a rocket. By the summer of 2004, the book was on the Business Week bestseller list. It stayed there for 15 months. This success coincided fortuitously with my departure from
Sample complete. Ready to continue?